This is all biometric data. It's tied to a particular human being. It cannot be faked. No one can fake your fingerprints. No one can fake the samples of your saliva in DNA. And so these things are going to be required to pay your phone bill, to pay your light bill, to get an apartment, things like that. And it's not just going to be your fingerprint. As I was seeing, God was showing me that they're going to escalate it to need the entire print of your palm, and then transfers will happen. So money transfers will happen, or that's how you will identify yourself. And I saw this vision of people standing in these really long lines, and they were waiting to get their palm print taken. So what I saw was two different types of consoles. And may the Lord help me to explain, because some of these things I cannot find a single picture for them online, and that's very easy to explain why they're not here yet. I saw that there will be a console that comes up out of the ground as soon as you are approaching. So you're going to be in this place, and it's going to be like a dais, right? And they're going to be different stations. So as the people stand in line, when they say next person, then you go to the dais, and as you're approaching, this console will grow out of the ground. It's made of, I don't think it's made of glass, but it looks like glass. It is made of a clear plastic, and the only thing that I can relate it to is these new fancy pulpits that some pastors use now, where the whole thing is very hard plastic, and you can see the pastor through the pulpit. They're no longer using wood pulpits. So the stand will come out of the ground, and it's a clear plastic, and inside the plastic is this particular blue light. I have spoken of this blue lighting before. We're going to see that blue lighting all over the beast system. I don't know what that color means to the beast, but I simply know it is going to be used a lot. The stand is transparent, and inside it is this beautiful light, blue light, and it comes up and it spreads a little bit, and you put your palm on the console, and then it collects your biometric data like that. There's another type of console that doesn't grow up out of the ground. It's already going to be affixed in place. It is a black console, and it has this blue lighting around the rim. So when it's active, when you're using it, a blue line is going to appear around the rim. And this blue line, the best I can show it, I went online and I found somebody, selling speakers. But if you can see that speaker with that blue line, that's how that blue line is going to indicate when something is happening, when there's activity. I saw smart doors in the future, and when the smart door is active, meaning that you can walk through it, it's going to have that blue line around it that shows this door is active, it's open, you can enter this room, you can enter this place. But when the door is not active, it is going to have an orange rim around it, or a red rim around it that shows you cannot go through here. This door is sealed, you may not enter. And so I saw that people also gave an imprint of their bite. So it's not enough that you're going to have to give a saliva sample when you're banking or stuff like that. I saw that people gave an imprint of their bite, and this is what the Lord showed me. So I'm in a bank, and I see a wall, and the only thing that I can do is call it the living wall. This wall was alive. This is not your trusty wall that you can see behind me. This wall was alive, and growing out of this wall, please hear me, growing out of this wall were little cords. So let my fingers be the little cords at different intervals along this wall, just like a rock wall. You know how a rock wall has stuff at intervals. At different intervals, a long dangling cord made of the same clear plastic with the blue line running through it dangled, and at the bottom of it was a lump, a squeezy plastic lump, almost like putty or like Play-Doh, but made of plastic. So if you squeezed it, it would take different shapes. You were supposed to take this lump, put the lump in your mouth, and bite down on it. So here is a picture. I was trying to explain. I could find nothing. That picture is what they send you when you want to fix your teeth. So you know the new craze is fix your teeth. There's something wrong with your teeth. And some people do want to fix their teeth. And you can get this home kit. They send you the home kit. And in that home kit is this putty that I just showed you here. So you're supposed to take that putty and put it in your mouth and bite it, and then it takes a dental imprint, first of the top row and then the bottom row. This living wall had a dangling cord, like an umbilical cord, that ended in a lump, and it went into the wall, and the wall was alive, and I'll explain why. You would take the lump and put it in your mouth and bite it, and it would take an upper and a lower dental imprint at the same time. As soon as you took it out of your mouth and let it fall, the wall pulled the cord in. So the cord went back into the wall, which was all made of this plastic, and it immediately recorded your bite. And your bite went to join a lot of other information about you on your bank account. And they said that it's to keep your bank account secure, because who's going to mimic your teeth? That's what they said. But the Lord made me know that having your teeth on file would even be used against you criminally. So they could use your teeth to identify you later. For instance, if you were killed, the police would be able to use to get your bite from the living wall and use it. And also, I guess maybe if your saliva was on it, they would also be able to identify you if you were ever involved in any crime. That is what was given to me. And so people will give so much biometric data to the beast, and I've shared that in many, many, many prophecies on the Master's Voice, that the beast is going to empower himself by collecting as much data about you as possible, so that you're not a flat one-dimensional being, so that you're not just celestial on file. Right now, the information they would have on file is maybe your fingerprint, because you've traveled, and also they would have some medical data. But this is going to be so pervasive. It's going to cover everything about you. And so the palm scans, they will move to scanning your palm, because they will tell you that fingerprints are not secure. So that is what I saw in this dream. They would say that fingerprints are old technology, and you will start hearing, this is how you know that the Lord is telling you the truth on this channel. The news will tell you. The news and the articles that you read in your daily life, they will confirm to you that the stuff you read on this blog, which is so far ahead of its time that I can't even find a lot of pictures for what I see, you will start to see it pop up on the news, and then you will know that God was telling you that this was really coming.